Greetings, my people. How are you? I'm always excited to be here talking to you, on several topics on financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and even some of the life affairs, because we live in this life and we want to move from a survival mode to a thriving mode. And this year, 2026, we said it's our year. So we'll be doing a lot of these videos. I will be doing it. Let's just keep it very engaging, even on the comment section. Let me know what you want to learn. Remember, my first book was in the market in 2008. Those are several years, and this year in August, we are doing a book launch of my another title in my series because it's a book series, and I'm going to write more. This is my life purpose, so I'm going to write as many titles as possible. But our main focus is normally on financial literacy. And remember, the theme of my books is rich mindset, purpose, network. So every other topic, every other title will all be based on that. And now this is it's vast. So there's so many topics under it, but I would like to just explain a bit about what is covered in the book that I'm launching. I know most of you can't wait to hold this book and to read it. You read the first one and the feedback is very good. So one of the topic, the first one is normally on the mindset. And this is like taking a bath. So every day you have to keep eating something, not physically, which is equally important, but also your brain, it feeds. The company you're keeping, what you're reading, where you're exposed, all these things, and where you're consuming your time. The second one is purpose, rich purpose, and then rich network. So, rich mindset, and we've talked about, and this mindset, it helps you become more than average, yeah? And then faith in God, it gives you courage, because you have something driving you, Almighty God. Uh, Very powerful. So you are strong in faith, and that brings around courage. And when you have courage, it helps you see. We say, this year, God, give me the eyes to see, because these possibilities are there. And the possibilities are like the sand in the ocean. Even if, no matter how many buckets of this sand you take, so the possibilities are there and available for all of us. And you cannot finish. And these are the blessings that we were born with. You are here. You woke up today not because your alarm went, the alarm, but because God still has a purpose for you, and the possibilities to actually actualize your purpose is there. So your mindset, faith, and courage, see the possibilities in life. And then we have know where you stand financially and the immediate actions to take. And this year we've started taking actions. Like we have the 52 savings challenge. I'm so excited that some of you have taken action and you're doing it. And if you've not started, please write to us. Our number is 0717381844. If you've not started, why not? Why not? Because one of the big challenges I've seen is that we talk about all these things. I've covered them in my books. I've covered them in my talks. But then when it comes to the end of the year, you have nothing. And not that because you didn't want it, but because, you're putting the savings, but then the challenges are more. Remember here, this is where you stay when you stand financially and the immediate actions to take. When you stand financially, this is where the budgeting comes into place, and the expenses section, you don't even know to talk about it because it keeps growing every day. What about the income? I know. It's possibly just a pay slip. The assets you keep saying you're going to acquire. How? When you've not touched on the savings. And the 52 savings challenge is one of the way to tackle this, because you start with 100 shillings per week and you add it. Write to us and we will tell you how it goes. And this can make a change to so many people, especially even the parents. I know we have so many responsibilities. Yeah. Each of us, we have so many responsibilities. So the end of the year it comes and you've not saved anything. Yeah. You've been saving, but equally using it. You save, you use, you save, you use. So meaning you're not acquiring any assets, you're not paying debts, or you're paying debts on very minimum. And when I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself, because I'm not an exemption. And seasons in life change. So even if I'm writing about it, seasons, nobody is exempted. There could be death, there could be illness, there could be a pandemic, there could be, I'm not exempted from those. So I also face it, and I'm also a parent and all that. So when I'm talking about this, I know you can, regardless of how much you're earning, you can start from somewhere. And you can build these savings through that 52 savings challenge that I've seen the way it works, and it works. Last year it worked. This year, more people have joined. If you've not joined, as I said, write to us 0717381844 or leakarimi@gmail.com. And they're going to give you more details, and you have to start. There is no time that you cannot start, but the earlier the better, so that it has the compounding effect and even the interest earned, because it's also this where you're going to put this. We have stocks, we have money market funds, we have all these things which this year we are going to talk about it. But if you don't have the savings, how are you going to actualize? So that is a very big part of it. Then I'll grow your net worth, quit the rat race, and acquire assets. This one I'm going to just handle part one of what the book that I'm going to launch in August covers. Grow your net worth. You cannot grow your net worth because a net worth has assets, it has liabilities. How are you going to calculate those? You don't even know where you stand financially, and you're not taking any action. You don't know what is liabilities, what are assets. And these assets, probably you've not even started acquiring them because they require some money set aside from whatever you're earning. And probably you're not even earning. That is another part we have to talk about. Remember, I'm a certified mentor for startup, under Startup Cup. So we have to narrow your 10 ideas into one, and you have to keep it going. You have to raise that capital. Nobody else is going to save you except you. And this year we said, we have to take responsibilities. Only you can save you. If you have another person assisting you, it could be a parent, who you need to be assisting. It could be your spouse, and this should be a bonus. But you yourself, how are you saving you? God has given you another 24 hours, another week, another year. This just a new year. How are we gonna make a change from last year? How are we gonna end it in jubilation? How are you gonna end it in a thriving mode instead of a surviving mode? Yeah, and our children depend on us and the generations to come. So we must take this action. So grow your network, quit the rat race, and acquire assets. Then boost your income. Now that you've acquired assets, how do we boost them? Then we have the banking fundamentals, credit and loans, because this is a tool of leverage, and how you're gonna, earn from them, because you're not putting money under your mattress. You're keeping it there for a reason. It needs to help you go to the next level. Then investing fundamentals, like starting a startup. What are those? Real estate. What are those? Paper portfolio, which includes stocks, it includes bonds, it includes money market funds. What are those? And then how to protect them in the part two, that is insurance. Yeah. How to now live your passion. Yeah. How to know your purpose in life, how to focus on the finances and your family and all that. So we've covered a lot, how to plan for the emergencies, how to write a will, how to have the insurance and cover your assets and all that. And even how to experience a new level of happiness, even as you gain clarity and direction. How, when you're doing all this, how do you have that me time and go and just have something, because you're the one who is making this money. So if the body breaks down and burn out and all that, how are you going to make more? So how do you prioritize on me time and be happy? Just be happy for life. No depression this year, no burnout. We have to live it. We have to be holistic approach in all this. So no matter what is happening, just know you're not alone. We are here. I'm here. My team is here, and we must rise to a thriving mode. So we must keep talking, we must keep the discussion going, but more so, we must take action, especially the 52 savings week challenge. Okay, 52 weeks savings challenge. We must take action. That is a starting point, and then we progress. I love you so much. I'm gonna do more of these videos together. Not that I'm a know-it-all. I learn also from a lot of you. There's power in us doing this together. We encourage each other, even in the comment section. I mean, right there. Let's encourage each other. Plan to come the book launch, even for networking, for exposure, for everything. I also started from zero, and we are getting somewhere. So thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you for always tuning in. Even live, we do these lives. Please join them, and we'll grow together. I love you. Thank you.